Hey, what's up guys? Lex here, and today I'm back with another product review. Today I'm going to be reviewing my brand new Pioneer cut belt by Pioneer. Matt and the guys down at Pioneer in Texas have created this new patent pending design that is the brainchild of none other than Exodus Strength Forum member Steve Strohm. Now Steve has voiced his problems that all of us lifters, I think we've all had, where you're using your let's just go ahead and call this the standard design for powerlifting belts, where you have your settings, your whole settings 1 inch apart. Now this is a very simple design. It is the design that powerlifting belts and belt companies have been using since the dawn of time. And Steve had the problem that sometimes one setting, his normal setting, was too tight, and then sometimes that normal setting was too loose, and that prevents you from being able to brace properly. That actually has a negative effect on your lifts. So Steve had thrown out the idea of, what if we do like a single prong belt, and then we have the standard 1 inch settings, but then we just do another set of holes that are staggered 1/2 inch, and you're like, holy crap, like that is such a simple idea. And I'm still kicking myself for not coming up with this idea. But the idea got back to Matt and the guys at Pioneer, so they went ahead and they put up a prototype, and they put up a video on their Instagram and everything like that, and they let everyone take a look at it and said, hey, what do you guys think of this? Well, as you guys can imagine, immediately everyone wanted one. Everyone wanted to try it. And I'm very happy that a company like Pioneer took this leap of faith on this brand new design, because Matt and the guys down there and his family, they could have kept doing what every other belt company has always done and stick with the tried and true design, because people are going to order belts. That's what it is. But they didn't do that. They didn't rest on the laurels. They listened to customers, they listened to lifters, and then they said, you have something here, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. And they came up with this design, and of course, like I've said, it's patent pending right now, and I think that this belt design is going to completely change the way that belts are made in the future. I think that this belt is going to be the lever belt killer. I think it's going to be the type of belt that's going to get rid of the 2-prong. It's going to get rid of all the other designs, basically, because this makes wearing your belt 100% more comfortable than it already originally is. You couple this new design, which takes away the problem of your belt being too tight or too loose, and then you couple it with Pioneer's outstanding quality of their leather and their belts, and you have a belt that not only is comfortable and completely functional, but it doesn't have any flaws that I can think of. It legit is just a belt that has been made very, very well and has had a lot of thought process put behind it. So the guys at Pioneer have definitely hit a home run with this, and I think that it is easily the best lifting belt out there. Now, I've only owned it for a week, so a lot of my praise is kind of early and exaggerated, I guess you could say, but to me it's not exaggerated, because I've wore it and I've worked with it, and I think that's an amazing belt. Also, another great design of this belt is the previous belts that I've owned. When I get them, the belt does have a bit of a break-in period. Pioneer's break-in period, this belt has only lasted about a week. About 4 days was break-in period, and now it's just as durable and nice and easy as anything else. And then you take a look at how my insert is, and then you'll see that you just take a look at how these belts are sitting right here. As you can see, I'm going to try to tilt my camera. This is just so nice, and this is just piece of crap. Sorry, Enzer. This belt is done. I don't even know why I still own it, but the quality in a Pioneer coupled with this design, it eliminates the use for two prong. It eliminates the use for a single prong that doesn't have the Pioneer cut. It eliminates the need for a lever belt. I was completely on the fence about getting a lever belt, to be honest with you guys, and this is going to be our secret. I've always been against lever belts. I thought they were a fad. I've wore them before from friends in the gym, and they're okay, and they're, yeah, whatever. But I was really on the fence about getting one. And then they introduced this design, and I said, I'm never going to order a lever belt. This belt right here is, it's not the last belt I'm going to order, because now I'm going to order more colors. I'm going to go with, like I said, the teal and all these other different colors. But this belt right here is typically the last belt that I will ever need, because it's got a lifetime guarantee. The leather's going to hold up. Everything's going to hold up on this belt. And this whole design, again, eliminates any issues of it being too tight or too loose. Now, you can have this thing designed any way that you want, basically. The only negative I think I could say about this is I couldn't order a 3.5 inch. I had to order a 4 or a 3 inch. Not a big deal. I went with the 4. It's perfect. But if you go on their website, which is generalleathercraft.com, which I'll link below, just go to their powerlifting belt section, and then you'll be able to actually take a look at all the different belts that they have. But the different types of belts, or different versions of the Pioneer belt that they offer, I'm just going to go ahead and read off very quickly. They have the Pioneer cut custom dyed power belt, and that is a leather belt. I believe that one's going to be about 6.5 millimeters, but it's dyed and treated leather. It's a very beautiful belt. Those are going to be starting out, it says on the website, anywhere between 140 to 170. Wouldn't be surprised if they go a little bit more expensive depending upon your design on there. And then you can do another 6.5 belt too. This one's not going to be that custom dyed belt, but you can still get it customized in other ways. That one's going to be the cheapest version, and that one starts out at $70.95. And then this one is the one that I have. It is the 10 millimeter suede 4-inch Pioneer cut, and this one starts out at $94.95 and goes all the way up to $99.95. Again, depends upon whatever you want to do. If you want to get engravings, or if you want to get anything laser etched or cut into it, you can do that, but that's going to make it more expensive. And then they have come out with, of course, the 13 millimeter version of this belt as well, and that one starts out at $115. So they're all really good priced, I think. They do have the suede 13 millimeter Pioneer cut that starts at $133. That was at the bottom of the screen. My apologies. But again, what I'm trying to say is, you can get this belt designed any way that you possibly want, and I think that you should always take advantage of the best equipment out there. And right now, to me, this is the best belt out there. So I think you guys take a good look at that, and let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.